Hey Groom fam, welcome back to another video. This is very exciting. I am in my showgirl era journey, okay? And I am now going through and dissecting every frame of the Fate of Ophelia music video, our title track, our lead single, only single of this era so far. And I have to say, I have found at least 70 Easter eggs, and I know there has to be more. So if I didn't spot everything and you guys missed something I didn't see, tell me in the comments. And if I saw something you didn't see, also tell me in the comments. Just type in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe and do all the fun things for the algorithm. And let's jump into this video. Already, we can rewind back to just 3 seconds in, okay? The 3-second shot here, I'm looking at it now, there is so much in this shot. So this is seemingly a museum of like infamous showgirls throughout history. Each painting and like movie poster mural on the wall seems to represent a different showgirl, different era, or maybe each individual song on the album. One painting says wood. One painting seemingly looks like it might be the Ophelia, the one when she's like in the water with like the swimmer's cap. There's one that says female rage, that could be like actually romantic or father figure. And the first thing we see is the Fate of Ophelia mixed into the scenery. We see the and fate on the railings of the stairs, then we see of on the stairs, and Ophelia's on the carpet that the guy is vacuuming over. And he seems to be like, I don't know, 70s or 80s vibe, like era, like he's listening to a cassette. And I think this is a nod to her selling and releasing vintage forms of her album on cassettes and CDs and stuff. She's like really bringing back vinyls, all that stuff. And of course the cleaning cart, it has to be a reference to the Eras tour with Taylor sneaking in a cleaning cart and then people just knowing that was her. Which is great, and I do appreciate that. The first time we see her in the sparkly outfit is on stage. And also like the 70s vibe era does match the Midnights era as well. 1975, I don't know. Then behind the janitor, we see a painting with the classic Ophelia painting with the red hair. Love, that is going to be referenced later in the music video. And at the very top of the stairs with that beautiful chandelier with the shining white diamonds. Chandelier reference to Death by a Thousand Cuts. Chandelier's still flickering here, but we can't pretend
it's okay when it's not.
Behind the chandelier, we see Taylor, Max Martin, and Shellback, the 3 creators of this album, reunited. And I'm also thinking this could also be a museum representing their music, the body of work that she did with Martin and Shellback. All right, let's play. We already need to stop. So much is going on. This is so iconic. Okay, when it pans over to Taylor as Ophelia, met her watery grave at the very end. So iconic. Looks like a painting, but it's not. So good. Love this scene. She's laying there in the white dress. The white dress is very reminiscent of the wedding dress in the Fortnite video, giving that insane asylum at the hospital when she was sick, when she went crazy, when she was essentially almost at the Fate of Ophelia until she was saved. But we see her laying in that dress with a bunch of different colored flowers around her, and I know that's from the original painting, but to me, I feel like this could also represent some of the albums she took back, except for there isn't a light blue flower, so that might not hold up because it's 1989. But then suddenly, she sees a tiny little orange bird fly by, and it wakes her up out of her depression from losing Maddie and Joe. The painting literally moves. She's not trapped in that painting anymore. To me, this orange bird could signify Travis, which I think it does kind of do, and this new era coming into this like happy showgirl era. But also, if you will remember the Look What You Made Me Do music video when she's in that shiny bright orange outfit and she's like swinging on in that bird cage, like she was trapped in a cage, and now this orange bird is free.
Locked me out and threw a feast. What?
All right, play.
I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone.
Whoa, we gotta stop it there. So much happened. Okay, you guys, we are still only 35 seconds into this music video. The orange bird came in. She's out of her cage. Travis woke her up. The set literally breaks apart behind her, and we start to go behind the scenes of the showgirl, literally behind the painting of these infamous showgirls, which is so cool because we only see the painting, and so that's what we've seen. We have been in the tortured poet era. Seeing her like in that painting of the sad painting, The Fate of Ophelia, then that literally breaks and the bird comes through. It means like she's breaking through out of that. And the last painting we saw, Tortured Poets, was her really sad. Now we're seeing behind that painting, and I'm obsessed. The megaphone in the lyric, like I heard you call me on the megaphone, has to refer to Taylor hearing that Travis wanted to date her and on his podcast, and he wasn't able to meet her. She says, "You want to see me all alone." This is when we see all of the Eras Tour dancers. I'm so happy that they came back for this. This is so cool and so fun. And you know that they became a family over those 2 years together. And you see some in the back. You see 12 stars, orange stars, which obviously represents this era, could represent the 12 tracks, the 12 albums, there's a lot. But then there is an exit sign over there. So like the exit sign, we do see this a couple times in the music video. I am not sure what this is representing, okay? It's scaring me. People are saying with the song Wish List, like, is she exiting? I don't know. Is this hinting at her 13th album? Is it gonna be called something to do with exit? I don't know what's happening here, but it's concerning with the 12 stars and then exit. So is her 13th album gonna be kind of her stepping back? Terrifying thought. It's just something eerie and lurking about these exit signs. Then we go back up and everything gets set back up into frame again. Another painting that she's showing the world. This is in her new era. This is what we see of the showgirl. We see a statue of Taylor's cat, Olivia Benson, who was also seen on the stinger for her Taylor Swift Productions company. The same orange bird comes and lands on Taylor's left hand, which really is giving that engagement ring, and the size isn't too far off. We see a peach in front of her, have to represent the lyric in the title track, Life of a Showgirl, You're Sweeter Than a Peach. And we also see a pearl necklace shaped out in the numbers 87. And I do think this pearl necklace is to represent another lyric from the Life of a Showgirl track where she says, I took those pearls of wisdom and hung them around my neck. And of course, 87 is Travis's number. And then behind her in the scenery is just kind of like flat farmland, seemingly kind of like normal. To me, would represent like settling down almost. There is a Statue of Liberty, maybe, I think. It's very blurry, I couldn't make it out. That could represent Travis being her NY when Hollywood hates her. Of course, we see sourdough bread, her latest obsession that she can't stop talking about. Taylor, when are you gonna release the Taylor Swift sourdough bread? Because I would buy it immediately. To me, I think this whole scene is now representing her life after the Eras Tour, after Tortured Poets, and now where she is, especially like her new world that she showed us on the New Heights podcast.
As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch.
And then once again, the scene breaks apart and we step back behind the camera, behind the lens, behind the painting to see the actual life of a showgirl. And this is when we see Cam, one of the most iconic dancers from the Eras Tour. He did the bejeweled breakdown dance we all know and love. He hands Taylor Swift a match and she says, legend has it you are quite the pyro, and she like flicks the match. I love this because Cam's brother, I'm pretty sure, was on the Chiefs, or at least in the NFL, and might have helped matchmake Travis and Taylor. So him being the matchmaker, handing her a match, is iconic. Her look here, this hair, everything is so iconic. And then we go to another exit door and we enter a new scene. Let's play her.
Watch it blow. And if you never call for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy.
Okay, gagged, dead. She looks gorge. Oh my god, okay, this scene, okay, there's a lot to unpack in this scene as well, so let's dive in, okay? We transition like butter, okay, from behind the painting, behind the seemingly Eras Tour, I don't even know, into like behind the scenes of like, I don't know, a cabaret show or something. On the right, we see a bunch of headshots on the walls of the bitches who wish she would die. No, these are actually just Eras Tour performers. Minty green tint. We also see an old pink vintagey phone on the wall. It's reminiscent to me of Midnight's. I'm not exactly sure what this represents, but I just did want to mention it. Because then we see Taylor in what I can only describe as one of the most gag-worthy looks I have ever witnessed. Okay, like in the theater when I saw her in her Marilyn Monroe like wig, the red getup, like it was too much. It was too much. It was so iconic. She looks so good. I love her so much. This is the best she's ever looked, and I love her so much. We have a badass queen that's like, I'm in my 30s, I'm 35. I'm gonna now show you the most of my body. And I'm just like, I'm living for it. I'm eating it up. Again, all one shot. We pan into the room with Taylor and 6 backup dancers all wearing the same thing. These are, again, performers from the Eras Tour. But I do think the 6 represents her albums, her taking back her albums. In this verse too, she says, I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I. So this might just be her and like, trying to just do her Taylor's versions, get her claim back, and just living in herself until Travis's fire came in. The clock on the wall also says 10:03, which obviously represents October 3rd when the album came out. Then we see a bunch of pictures on the mirror, and I love. So we see one picture of Travis in that like classic interview of like Kiss, Marry, Kill, and that she references in So High School. We see Dita Von Teese, iconic cabaret dancer that danced with Taylor in the Bejeweled music video. And I remember I was breaking down that music video thinking that was she represented her fairy godmother, and that whole scene represented 1989 Taylor's version, which did come out, so that aged well. Then we see a picture of Taylor's grandmother, Marjorie Finlay. Oh my gosh, so emotional. The song Marjorie from Evermore is so iconic. This is also another nod to her grandmother being a showgirl from a different era. And we also get a grandmother reference later in the video.
I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, right before you lit my sky up.
This is when Mandy Moore, the choreographer from the Eras Tour, slides back into the chat and says, hey, do we want to do another chair dance? Because this whole thing is reminiscent of the Eras Tour Vigilante dance. But Taylor and her 6 backup dancers do that iconic dance. I swore my loyalty to me. I don't know what it is, but I need to learn it ASAP. In the background of this room, we do see some of the outfits and dresses from other shots of the Showgirl promo, all of the amazing photos. I mean, the photos of this era is so iconic. And this is probably not even an Easter egg, but we do see a little fan in the background. And so like when Taylor is reclaiming herself, me, myself, and I, she also includes her fans. Her fans are always back there helping her out. And this is when we go into another transition. Let's see that.
All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. They want us. You took me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100.
All right, before we get into the next part, so much happened here, okay? This is so iconic. This dance is so good. I did learn this dance, okay? I already made this video. We transition into a nightclub. Taylor is wearing, oh my God, she's wearing another iconic brown wig. This one to me is very reminiscent of the You Belong With Me music video when she's like the other girl. Taylor is leading a 3-girl group reminiscent of like the musical Dreamgirls. Love this look so much. They all wear onyx colored outfits, reference to the song Opalite, and also, I don't know, maybe a hint at Reputation Ball tracks. I don't know. I know you're giving us a lot, Taylor, but you know, we're all waiting on bated breath.
On the land, the sea, the sky, pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes, don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now your mind is about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia.
The scene transitions into this like hexagon shape. It looks so cool. It's such a cool effect. I love this. But again, hexagon 6. This could also be Reputation, her 6th album, but she also did get back her 6 albums. So I really do think she's purposely putting in the number 6 here because we all know she loves numerology. I also did some research into what hexagons can mean, and they can also represent material and spiritual balance. And this is giving wish list as well. Always felt like in the prophecy, I don't want money, I want someone with me. Because she has everything she needs materialistically. She's finally getting there spiritually. I love that. This scene is so fun, so groovy, so classic. Love the feel. Let's transition to an iconic scene.
The eldest daughter of a nobleman, Ophelia lived in fantasy.
Ooh, I love this scene so much. This is a loaded scene. We transition to Taylor on a ship. Could only be reminiscent of the Shakespeare play Tempest, and she chimes wind chimes as if to call the sirens, which we see her backup dancers from the Eras Tour show up. Love this so much. Taylor is in the red wig, okay, so obviously the Ophelia Painting, but it's also giving nods to me to like Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine, so like maybe like a Florida reference there, I don't know. Taylor also has a scarlet heart on her chest. It's also reminiscent of the Reptor jacket, but again, symbolizing her wearing her heart on her chest because the lyrics are saying love was just a bed of scorpions, and she had to learn that. Taylor also wears an opalite ring, reminiscent of her engagement, maybe. Or maybe the idea of engagement with all the other love that just turned out to be scorpions.
But love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. And if you'd never called for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a vine, pulling me into the fire.
Okay, and then Juan, the hot, like, get it off your chest, like, backup dancer, the, like, oh my god, the one that, like, blew up for that ladder dance in Lavender Haze. Well, he's recreating the lavender dance behind Taylor while this is happening on the ship. So to me, this whole scene is also kind of reminiscent of the Albatross, even, like, the lyrics, the land, the sea, like, but to me, I think this is representing she's trapped on the ship. All of the dancers on there are all men, so it's all of, like, the love that just turned out to be scorpions that stole her sanity, and she's trapped there, and she sees the sirens, and maybe the sirens represent, like, her canceled friends, you know what I mean? Like, the girls that stuck around her through all of the craziness. And I just love that the verse is saying the love stole her sanity as the angry men are banishing her into the water with her welcoming sirens. And then to transition into the next scene, she jumps into the water, and that dive is reminiscent of the Eras Tour dive when she jumps and transitions from the secret songs into the Midnight's era. Love. All right, let's watch this next scene.
All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. They want now. You dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
All right, we transition into an Esther Williams-inspired synchronized dancing routine. I mean, this is so iconic. Another different era representing a different showgirl. I love the scene so much. The outfit, like that blue sequins, it's so great. I mean, I love that this whole scene is blue. It's really giving me the line in Honey, which is you redefine all those blues, because she's always talked about blue with Joe being negative, and here it seems very positive.
100 on the land, the sea, the sky, pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes, don't care where the hell you've been, 'cause now your mind, it's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. Ophelia.
Again, it is all just a one-take shot, so cool, and we see 47 people in the shot, all doing synchronized dancing. It all goes together so flawlessly. It looks so good. And I was trying to figure out what the 47 could mean. The only thing I could really come together right now, in the play Hamlet, Ophelia dies, Act 4, Scene 7. maybe a reference to that. And then we see Taylor in like a new blue like fluffy jacket that's definitely giving me like the Lavender Haze vibes in the music video, or even like the Karma performance on Eras Tour. Okay, and then we transition to one of her like cuntiest looks ever. Let's see this.
Is locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me.
Okay, this is my favorite part of the music video. This is my favorite look I've ever seen Taylor Swift in ever. Okay, she looks so fierce. This black wig, giving Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, I love it so much. So it transitions. We see one of those like movie chalk clapper things, and it says "Sequins are forever." So that is a direct reference to the title track. This is supposed to be like the movie, I guess, Elizabeth Taylor is filming, featuring Kitty Finlay. So Kitty is Taylor Swift's mother's big Great Dane dog named Kitty, and Finlay is her grandmother. And this is, of course, Take 100, which to me is like funny on multiple levels. So like Take 100, so it's like keep it 100 is like their Travis and Taylor saying, because their numbers 87 and 13 equal 100. And also the fact that these are all one shot, or seemingly one shots or one takes, in like actual in real life like productions. To get a shot this perfect would take like 100 takes. So I think that's kind of also a funny like insider now that Taylor's a director type of joke. And then we see like the backup performance like applying blush, which is like giving reminiscence of when they applied blush to her on stage in London, the Eras Tour. And this rope dress that she's wearing is so iconic. It's like glittery, it's sequiny, it's so fierce. Like there's like white diamonds in it, but like to me I think it might mean that she felt tied down to this prophecy like Elizabeth Taylor, and like are we gonna be tied to this? Because she asked like, is this forever? To me, like she's asking Elizabeth Taylor in that song, like, is this forever? Is this what it's gonna be? In the scene, she is tied down. She's beautifully tied down. Like those ropes that's tying her down are gorgeous. I mean, she was handcuffed to the spellows under. Looking fierce and glamorous and like the feel of the song Elizabeth Taylor, but she did feel tied down. And then she literally gets lifted up at the end. It's so great. And then the tiles behind her in the shot are giving like the elements of the periodic table, like kind of the alchemy, like chemistry, maybe referring to like the chemistry between her and Travis. And the letters represent track names, and like AR, actually romantic, and the numbers represent their track number. It's really cool, little detail in the background. I just love this scene so much. Then we see the Sequins Are Forever movie poster in the background, so iconic. And we see it says Sabrina Carpenter Dazzled, and it says Taylor Swift Bejeweled. And the Dazzled is giving Clara Bow reference, giving that like Sabrina is like the new young, you're like Taylor Swift, but you've got edge, she never did. And the poster also shows Max Martin and Shellback, and then it says Sleepless in the Onyx Night. And now, as Taylor Swift sings that beautiful note, she is lifted, and she's becoming that orange bird, finally free. Let's see it.
All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. Late one night, you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
We now see Taylor Swift in the full iconic feathery showgirl outfit, orange. She looks like the bird that's finally free. Love this so much. This is for what this album I think is supposed to like feel, and I do get that feel from it, and I just love this shot so much. She looks so happy, she looks so good. All of the dancers look so good, and I didn't really find a lot of Easter eggs in this specific scene, so let me know in the comments if you guys found any more.
100 on the land, the sky, pledge allegiance to your hands. Your team, your vibes, don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now, your mind, it's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia, you saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
And there we go, the end to this iconic music video. Oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, this ending scene had a lot of Easter eggs jam-packed into it as well, so let's go through it. We see her transition to backstage after the show. She is once again on a cleaning car. Oh, I guess it looks more like a room service car, and she says that she would get room service delivered to her while she lays in the tub after the show. And she's wearing the fluffy aquamarine jacket, which is like the one that you think that was like available a sale for her merch. It also is giving the Lavender Haze music video so much, but also the outfit like is kind of giving nods to a couple outfits Blake Lively has worn, like the fluffy jacket, especially from like Another Simple Favor movie. But I don't know, I don't want to get into that tea. And then there is one of the Eras Tour backup dancers holding a little like pink purse with a little chihuahua in it, nod to Actually Romantic. And then Taylor catches a football, obviously reference to Travis and her new love for football. And then she does hand it to one of the backup dancers behind her, and that backup dancer is wearing a lilac short skirt and it fits her like skin. I want to get you back reference, I don't know. And then the confetti in the hallway and into her hotel room is red and gold, giving Chiefs, giving Super Bowl, very exciting. The hotel room number is 87. She is going home to Travis. They get the same feeling after a Super Bowl, after the Eras Tour, they get that same celebratory, accomplished feeling that they can bond over. And in the hotel room, her band from the Eras Tour is there, all the singers, everyone's joined, and it's also giving me like the We Are Never Getting Back Together music video a little bit, like when she's like dancing and singing in the room, especially with the window. But except for this time, when she goes over to the window, there's paparazzi there, and she runs into the bathroom, and we quickly, very quickly see the orange bird, so she's now free. And in the background, in the window, we see Ferris wheels, which is also representing eldest daughter. And like, we lie back, Ferris wheels, kisses, and lilac. Oh my god, lilac, the dress. Then we pan over to see Taylor laying in the tub after a long show. We see an Oscar on the floor, one of the wishes from the song Wish List that she says people wanted, which I heard a new theory that it's about the wishes her exes wanted. I like that theory of that song. It makes me rank that song higher. And it slowly pans over, again, it's all one shot again, to Taylor laying in the tub, the iconic album cover, and it all culminates together to this album that I was about to be the fate of Ophelia, and you saved me from it. And now, I have a couple different meanings to the song too. I don't think it just only is Travis. I think the Eras Tour, I think the combination of Travis, the Eras Tour, and getting her masters back in the Taylor's versions is what saved her heart from the fate of Ophelia. I think it's a culmination of all of that, and I think that's what she's saying. I just love this music video so much. So like, I had so much fun dissecting this. So what am I at, like 87 Easter eggs? I'm sure there's so much more. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this music video, what Easter eggs you found that I didn't see, because I know there has to be so much more. I think she said there's like around 100 Easter eggs in it, so I got 87. I tried, and until next time, bye.